everybody, Patrick with Gill's Motorworks. So I thought I would go into a couple problems I've been having. Not really a couple problems. So back pertaining to the Dodge Charger. One of the first things you're going to find out when it's a 2015, and I went into this in my first video, is they have a DOD system. It's dead cylinder delete, or it's been called many different things. Pretty much it's where it takes the motor, cancels out certain pistons from the valves hitting them, and pretty much makes the cylinder dead or obsolete. Firing order changes a little bit, timing, some other things that I just think are very unnatural in an engine and should not have to happen. So one of the things you can do, and I'm going to show you, we're going to go into here, is you can get a tuner system, and this is on American Muscle. And I'm going to be leaving a review through them about my whole experience, because it has not been the best. And it's not because the parts are wrong or anything like that. It's more of they weren't really honest about their tuner kit. So I'm trying to find the tuner kits. Where's it at? Tuners. Okay, so you can actually order. And what I did is, I think I did custom tunes. It still brings you over here to this IC3 Diablo Intune i3 tuner and PCM swap kit. So you select the PCM kit. It says that it's going to give you horsepower, all this good stuff. It's carb certified as a carb number. You can't really custom tune it, and that's a whole nother thing. And you get an unlocked PCM cross shipment. Now, when you go into here, it tells you what it's going to do. You're going to disable all this stuff. PCM swap kit includes an i2 tuner and a one-time unlocked PCM cross shipment for your Chrysler Dodge vehicle. This means you must exchange your locked PCM for a modified PCM from Diablo Sport. Note, you must send your original PCM from the vehicle. Junkyard, remanufactured, or salvaged PCMs will not be accepted as core returns. This Diablo Sport into i3 tuner and PCM swap kit fits the Hemi. So when I called Diablo Muscle, I said, okay, so what is this? So I got to take my PCM and send it in. They said no. They send you a tuner and they send you a PCM, and then you send your old PCM in, and it's done. So about 3 days later, after ordering this, I get this. Yay! But that's all I get. There's no PCM in there. PCM's twice that size. So anyways, I call American Muscle, and they go, oh yeah, well now you got to call Diablo Sport. I mean, oh, okay, well Diablo Sport's not easy to get a hold of. So anyways, you go into Diablo Sport, they tell you the instructions. You're gonna go in there, you don't necessarily have to pull your computer. I pulled my cowl. They tell you before you can do all this, you're gonna read a slip like this. It's going to tell you that you have to fill out this information, and then they will send you a PCM, and then you can choose next day shipping. Oh, right here it is. Swapping your vehicles, factory PCM may generate trouble codes. Oh, that's not the one either. Never mind. Here it is. It's on the back of it. Right here. So it says you need to swap your vehicle's PCM with an unlocked PCM provided by Diablo Sport in order to program your vehicle. And then it tells you the website to do it at. And then you can order your PCM, and you got to enter in stuff like the calibration to your computer. There's a number on the back here you got to enter. You got to enter the number on the actual scanner. So anyways, I did all that, and then like 4 days go by, and I check on it. I'm just kind of busy, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where's it at? And anyways, the scanner says it's still in processing for the computer. So I finally reached out to Diablo Sport. It took me 3 or 4 times. They're not easy to get a hold of. Holly has now bought out Diablo Sport. So then I finally called Holly. They transferred me over there. I got to somebody. Then I come to find out that the computers, Dodge is no longer sending Diablo Sport any more computers. They are back ordered indefinitely. And I said, so what do I do? Do you want me to send my computer in? Can I, it says you can't use a used computer of a junkyard. Can I still do that? So at this point, they said, yeah, we don't care. However you get us a PCM, as long as it's for that car and it meets all the standards, you can send us someone in. We'll unlock it. We'll send it back to you. Bada boom. So for $112 more, I found one through LKQ up here in Northern California. had one sent down, and then I had to call Diablo Sport back again, get an ROA tag, get it sent, and pretty much I sent it out today with 2-day shipping. They said they'll next day shipping it back, and we'll find out. And that's where I'm at so far with the whole thing. I haven't still got a computer. I haven't updated my tuner. So on my second half of the tuning of the Dodge Charger, I'll go into that. So just so you know, if this is the road you go, there's going to be some hoops to jump through with the shortages on PCMs and stuff, but there's ways around it. If you have any questions, leave your comments below, like, subscribe. We're going to be doing quite a bit to the Charger, I hope, down the road. So this is Patrick with Gill's Motorworks. This is like my part 2. The first part was kind of explaining to you the review and what I had to do to actually fulfill getting the PCM and all that. So this was the PCM I got out of a junkyard. I sent it into Holly. I do got to say they were very fast on getting it back to me. I have fully updated the scan tool, and it's all updated with profiles, so that's ready to go. So I will show you on the next part what we're going to do to the car to get that going. First thing you're always going to want to do when you're messing with any kind of computer is always unplug your battery at its ground source and make sure that the power is off in the car, and then you can move on to the next step. Next step on the Dodge Charger, at least my model 15 to 16, is you're going to have your cover here. It's going to have these little clips. I just pop mine up and kind of out of the way. Then you're going to have a bolt here, and then which you're going to kind of pull your PCM out, and then you'll be able to get these latches up. The first thing you're going to do as you pull up your PCM is you're going to just pull it up enough after you removed your bolt, and then there's going to be a little tab you push. You're going to pull this one up and kind of move it out of the way. Therefore, you can get to there's another one at the bottom. You're going to do the same thing, and then you're going to pull out your PCM. When you do this, you will have to, most people will have to transfer their bracket. It's really easy. It's 210s. To transfer your bracket, just make sure you line it up with the same way you took it off. Okay, so now I'm going to put this back in here the way I got it. I'm going to slip this down first, get the bottom fitting back on, and then I will do the top one. Just take your time, go slow, don't bind anything, don't force it in there, just, you know, be smart about it. But yep, that's what we're going to do, and then it's plugging the battery back in and seeing if it takes the tune. I always hate doing this. Now that you have the PCM back in and you've plugged your battery back in, you're going to plug in your Diablo Sport, and pretty much you're going to go through the tune settings. You've got to make sure your ignition is on. Pretty much so far, I mean, they must have matched all the information up right, because my radio came on, it's recognizing my key. So you just go through. I just went through basic tune. I'm not doing custom tune yet. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more about that. I am gonna be running a colder thermostat, and I am gonna be playing with my fans a little bit to get them to come on sooner, and hopefully get this thing, instead of running at about 215, get it to run at about 190. So anyways, you just go through, it'll say like basic tune, you just select it, it's touchscreen. You're going to do the 91 octane, it'll say the Diablo or 91 tune, just do the 91 tune, and then there will say transmission tune, it'll say performance transmission tune, it'll say for stock or mild build, you'll just select that one, you'll say yes, yes, and then it's backing up the PCM right now. And once after that, it's going to start loading the tune up. So I will sit here with you guys. It says, please turn ignition off. And hit continue. Then it says to turn it back on. Is the ignition on now? This is in, oh, it's in run. Okay, so now we have it back in run. It is going to start loading up the tune. We're going to wait here and see the processes that it goes through. Yeah, so of course I choose to do this on the day it's going to be 105, and this thing is taking forever. I got no AC. At least we're in the shop. I got John. John's bringing me a water. You drinking my water? Oh, no. It's like, what the hell? Give me water. Drink it. All right. Well, if I don't melt before this gets done, that'll be the ultimate question. But everything's working. You do want to sit inside the car and you don't want to open the doors and stuff. That's just, I don't know. That's always been a theory with tuning. So, Jesus Lord. This is going to take a second. So, I will keep you updated. There will be times where it's going to ask you to shut your ignition off, turn it back on. Just get it into the run mode. Don't hit the brake. And you can always tell what mode you're in over here on your start and stop. It'll tell you if you're in ACC mode, run, or off. Just do not hit the brake. You do not want this computer system to get stuck in mid-tune. It takes quite a bit to get it back out. You will have to get a hold of Diablo Sport, and that'll be a lot of fun. So, all right, I'll let you know more. Okay, so after, I'm pretty sure what it was doing was saving all the information and asked me if I was sure I wanted to install the 91 tune. I had the speed limiter removed. I will go into a little bit of the custom tuning after this. We just want to make sure this is all going to work. So it is writing the custom tune in. Your car is going to make some noises and ding a little bit. That's fine. And then we're going to find out if it takes it, because it's loading it pretty fast. It says, please turn ignition off and do not start the engine. Again, you're going to go over here. You're going to see that it switches to off mode. And then you're going to go over to here. You're going to hit continue. Let it do its thing for 3 seconds. Please turn ignition on. Do not start the engine. So we're going to go over here to run, which is on. You'll hear all your sensors in the motor start to light up. Then you're going to come back over here. You're going to hit continue. It says 100%. Please turn ignition off. We're going to go back over here. We see that it's off. We're going to come back over here again. We're going to hit continue. It says turn on, do not start engine. We're going to go back into the run position. Do not start the motor. We're going to come back over here. We're going to hit continue. Probably gonna write some more onto it. Now it's gonna write the TCM tune, so this will go into your transmission. Yep, that thing is lighting up like a Christmas tree. So yep, now we're gonna sit here and it's gonna write the tune for the transmission. And I am very interested to see how this works. What it changes in there, because I've actually been driving it around in sport mode, so it stays out of the DOD mode. I've talked about that. That's where it kills 4 of the cylinders to save gas mileage. But if you actually look up how they make that happen, that is a very scary method of crank and timing and killing cylinder, and I don't like any of it. So yep, you're gonna get some notifications on your dash. Don't worry about servicing your shifter. It's loaded. Now it says we're going to turn it off again. Come back over here again. Hit continue. We're going to turn it back to on. Do not start the motor. So you're going to get it back over to the run position. Everything's coming on. Usually you want to wait for the dings to stop and then hit OK. It's probably going to tell us to do it one more time. Oh, no, it's taking the file. Tuning complete. You may unplug the tool and enjoy driving your vehicle or tap continue to reboot. Okay, so we're just going to hit continue. Hey, let's see if this worked. Was the battery dead? Uh-oh. Well, good news is the tune worked out. It fired up, it ran great. Bad news is this is the original battery, I'm guessing, in my car, and it wiped it out. So we're gonna get a new battery, and then I'm gonna start going into the custom stuff. All right, so I just wanted to shift to the tune. I just drove home in 105-degree weather. Car's at 203, so we're not even at full operating temp anymore. This is after the 180 thermostat, and then I am having my fans come on. Like I said, we're starting at about 175 low speed, 180s, I think medium, and 185 high is what we set it in the tuner. Yeah, I mean, she ran great all the way home. The one thing I will say, I don't know if I like this yet, and I'm going to try to figure this out, maybe talk to Diablo Sport. So it's definitely shifting in normal mode. Like I said, I've been riding around in sport mode most of the time, and it is definitely, like, it shifts really early now, and it kind of falls on its face. So I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it. It is really smooth. It's very nice, but you can kind of tell the car, like, I had a 2020 Dodge Ram, and that was a lot like that. Like, it would do that, but it would also try to put itself in the DOD mode when it ran like that. So now the DOD mode does not happen. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot more comfortable. It's definitely, I mean, yeah, the temperature's actually coming down right now. So we just went from 205, we're going down to 199. Today when I was driving it through town, sitting at stoplights, we were sitting at about 195. So that's just a finalized review for the Charger, and yeah, I mean, the tune went great. It's been excellent. So all right, talk to you guys later.